When I was in 6th grade, I became a legend. It all started when the PlayStation 5 first came out. Everyone wanted one, but it was impossible to find. So I found this place with people who were also desperate to get a PS5. And we met every single day. I mean, hundreds of us were on 24/7 alert waiting for that next PlayStation drop. And eventually, because of my unwavering dedication, I became a VIP. I found my people, and I found my place. But this place was actually a Discord server, a virtual community of gamers. And I never met any of these Discord nerds in person. Unless any of my Discord fans are here. Nope. Okay, moving on. You see, I thought this was my community, but none of these people even knew my real name. I had turned online to find what was missing. Real social connection. And that is my concern. My generation doesn't have a third place. A place outside of home and school where we can just hang out. And as a society, we've forgotten the value of in-person socialization. We've lost what sociologist Ray Oldenburg defines as the third place. A physical location, so Fortnite definitely doesn't count. Outside of home, our first place, and work, our second place. Whether it's parks or libraries, neighborhood block parties, or even the street, third places are not just avenues of commerce like bars or coffee shops, but rather a place where enough people gather that it becomes the place to gather. Like Central Perk and Friends, it's a place where everybody knows you. But we've abandoned our third places, and as a result, we're lonelier, more polarized, and more socially divided than ever before. And so today, we'll explore why our third places have been closed off. Next, we'll pull back the caution tape to reveal the devastating harms, before finally picking up some tools to rehabilitate and reclaim our third place. So why is it that we've even lost these third places? I mean, back when my mom was a kid, she could grab her bike after school, disappear for hours, and get back home just in time for dinner. No cell phone and no GPS. Look, I don't know if my grandma was really chill or super bad at parenting. Now, kids need helmets, GPS trackers, and a SWAT team escort just to go to the mailbox. As my principal says, we've bubble wrapped our generation. And sure, it's safer, but it's also lonelier. And it's not just stranger danger. Jay Shetty, best-selling author and host of the podcast On Purpose, fears that we've stopped making the time for this third place. Unlike my mom's generation, finding time with my friends is like setting up a corporate meeting. Are you free between soccer and Mandarin lessons? SATs? I'll circle back in Q3. Our generation is over-programmed and sleep-deprived. Every minute is accounted for and must contribute to some form of achievement. So all of my unstructured quality time with friends is just replaced by a back and forth of Instagram reels, creating an illusion of a community. Psychotherapist Esther Perel captures it best. She has thousands of friends on Facebook, but no one to feed her cat when she's traveling. And all my Discord friends, I can't even get them to show up to my birthday party. Esther calls this AI, artificial intimacy, which sounds like something you buy off a sketchy website. But it's real, and it's ruining real relationships. I mean, who even breaks up face-to-face anymore when you can just end the streak on Snapchat? We're hyper-connected in the virtual world, but socially disconnected. And that leads to detrimental harms. Humans are social animals, but when we lose that connection, we fill the void with Netflix, TikTok, or in extreme cases, watching The Bachelor. psychologist Dr. Bruce Alexander gave 60 rats doses of morphine to addict them to the drug. Then, he isolated half of these rats in tiny boxes, while the other half went to Rat Park, a large open area with wheels and mazes where the rats could play together, socialize, and have sex. And while the rats in cages, they kept taking the morphine. In Rat Park, way fewer of them went for the drug. The evidence of our rat race is clear. It's your brother, who turned to gambling after visiting an online site, the neighbor who spends their days arguing on Twitter, or the 14-year-old who killed himself after replacing his friends with an artificial intelligence chatbot. When we lose our communities, we risk losing everything. But the lack of third places is not just breaking us down inside, it's tearing us apart as a society. In a 2024 article in The Atlantic, Kathy Jeffy, professor of third places at Colorado College, explains that a world made up of atomized and physically isolated people is a world without a true shared reality. A recipe for civic disengagement, misinformation, and political extremism. We are not debating the heated topics over a meal anymore. Moments which are crucial for building trust with people that are different than us. Instead, we villainize the other. And recently, I witnessed this fear firsthand. Every Ramadan, my family hosts 40 of my sister's college friends to break our fast together. But this year, just a few days before our gathering and only 10 miles away, Tufts University international student Rumeysa Öztürk was taken off the street by ICE. She too was on the way to break her fast with her friends. And suddenly our annual tradition felt risky. Our guests were international students too, and now they'd all be in one place. Our place. In that moment, my mom, my sister, and I had to ask, do we open our doors or do we lock them? And all we had to do was look at the news. Gunman opens fire on Michigan splash pad. Missouri throws bounty for undocumented immigrants. President Trump stops Harvard from enrolling international students. And these aren't isolated headlines. They are symptoms of a country unraveling, not just politically, but socially. We are afraid to be together. And that fear is paralyzing. I mean, what if someone reports us? What if it's not safe? What if ICE shows up? But we weren't going to let fear stop this special occasion, and we hosted the gathering anyways. Instantly, our fear was replaced with laughter, headlines drowned out by Arabic music, and it's something I'll never forget. That night, we chose connection over fear, and that is the invitation I offer to you. So how do we stop unraveling? The first step is in this room. We must create meaningful opportunities for the youth to connect. A speech tournament is a great example. I mean, all we do is talk. So as you're here today, with competitors from all over the country, embrace this moment and connect with someone you don't know. But we don't have to attend the national tournament or convention to make these connections. I recently connected with Bob Dalton, the founder of Local, an app that helps bring us back together through in-person communities, events, and real conversations. While technology may have driven us apart, we can use it as a tool to bring us back together. Finally, the responsibility is on us. We must carve time out of our busy schedules to do something that will benefit our mental and physical well-beings. Let's take a lesson from our elders. My grandfather spends every Friday morning with friends he's known since elementary school. We can create the same rituals where we prioritize real connection. So when we go back into those first and second places, we're better students, we're better family members, and we're better citizens. So, let me ask you this question. What's your third place, and how often will you visit it? Because while I might have found camaraderie in that 6th grade Discord server, it's these real in-person moments that truly define our connections. Let's rebuild our third places, making sure that our friendships are deeper than usernames, and our communities stronger than just digital ties. After all, life should be the greatest game we play. Thank you.